Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Here's the problem. All right, this is taken from the textbook. Taylor purchased a large box of comics books for $300. She gave 15 of the comic books to her brother and sold the rest on an internet website for $330, making a profit of $1.50 on each one. How many comic books were in the box? What was the original price of each comic book? So the same type of question as before, we're looking at there's a profit per book, which was $1.50, and she sold a revenue of $330 for X minus 15. X minus 15 because she took 15 of the comic books and gave it to her brother. The rest she sold, so X minus 15. The cost per book was $300 for the X number of books. And we let X represent the number of comic books in the box. So we set up the equation, folks, and here it is. And that equation is what we're going to work with. This is the profit equals revenue minus cost book. So let's look at the next option. So we have $1.50 is equal to $330 over X minus 15 minus $300 over X. Goal is set one side equal to 0 and a common denominator, which is what we're doing here, finding the common denominator to be X times X minus 15. So we need some restrictions. Well, logically, mathematically, the restrictions are going to be X cannot equal 0 or 15, but remember, we're selling comic books. So if you have anything less than 15, you're going to have negative comic books that you're going to sell. You cannot have 15 books because you're going to have 0 comic books to sell. So logically, the X value has to be greater than 15 in order for this problem to work. All right, so let's keep going. Expand, collect like terms. That's what we have to do. All right, once we do that, what we can do is common factors. So I'm going to collect like terms and common factor at the same time. And that's what we get here, divided by X times X minus 15. And we're going to factor that numerator. And we get these values. So what does that mean for our X values? Well, X equals 40, negative 40, or X equals 75. Which one of these is the more logical answer? Hopefully, you're all seeing that negative 40 is not possible because don't forget that we stated in the beginning that X must be strictly greater than 15. All right, knowing this, let's keep with the answer. What do we have to write as our answer? Well, therefore, Taylor had 75 books in the box. She paid 300 over 75, so she paid $300 for 75 books, which equals $4 per comic book. All right, folks, that's the end of this video. That's the end of the last example. Hope this makes sense. Well, let's move on to the next one. Have a good night.